Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Yes, Chief?
Don't call me Chief.
Just a minute, Jimmy.
I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief.
And don't call me Chief.
Have you got any ideas, Chief?
You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me. Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
Ed Mulvey, how are you?
I'm good.
You're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I was suicidal about 3 weeks ago, and now
Really?
great. Yeah.
What was
The
what was
mood
going
goes
on?
down, and then well, I think it was just very cold, so I was
Like a seasonal thing disorder?
yeah, I
What's
was
that?
not getting
Sad,
up, and
it's
then
called.
So would you have lit yourself on fire to kill two birds with one stone?
that would have got me out of
Oh!
bed.
Yeah.
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 Like one of those Shaolin monks.
At least for a second, you would be the perfect temperature. If you know what I mean? Just for like
Yeah,
a split second, and then it would be way too hot.
yeah. There's that classic question: would you rather be burnt alive or freeze to death?
Yeah, well, I
Man,
think
that's a
doesn't
toughie.
freezing feel like burning?
At some point, yeah.
I think it
but then if you
becomes-
push,
Yeah, but
you
at least-
push through that.
At least you don't know that your skin is melting off your face.
Have you
know
ever
what I
seen
mean?
those-
Like being aware that your skin is melting off your face. I think that would be a bummer.
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen
It'd be a
those
mood
like
killer.
self-immolation videos where the people set themselves on fire?
So
Did
fascinating.
you see the
to
Free
watch.
Palestine guy?
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Ooh,
He freed
yeah.
Palestine.
He did actually free Palestine.
Yeah.
God, he'd be so disappointed to hear that.
Yeah.
It didn't really do anything. It didn't move the needle at all.
No.
I mean, it
Yeah.
moved my needle, if you know what I'm saying. But
There's a ceasefire now, right? How long was it?
is there a
till-
ceasefire?
For Christmas?
Hold
Are
on.
they going to play rugby together
Have-
like they?
Did I make
like
this
in
up?
World War One?
This
Is there a ceasefire?
I thought the needle had moved ever so slightly.
The who have moved? The middle.
The needle.
The needle has moved. Well, the last time I checked.
Well, yeah, that's because
Why-
they're just running out of people to bomb.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, oh, where are they all? And then they have a break while they look for the hospital, the one hospital that's left.
It seems like it is fading into. I mean, it's not as omnipresent in the news.
Yeah, I'm sure
Is
the
that a word?
Palestinians are saying that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as it's not everywhere.
Well, no,
anymore.
it's not. It's not as.
It's not
interesting anymore.
all over social media and
It's
stuff.
too many
Journalists are
repeats.
dead.
It's the same episode every day.
It is the same episode. We need a
Yeah,
new
we need
character.
season 2. Yeah.
Need a new character in there. A trans.
You need an arc.
woman, a trans lieutenant or something. So your depression, has it cleared up?
Yeah, and now I feel great.
You feel
So it
great.
was actually
Okay,
totally
You're
worth
back
it.
on-
Would you say that you're
have got a
manic
beer
now?
into you? Were you just sober for a few days? Is that what happened?
No, I cleverly avoided that.
Right. Okay. And are you looking forward to Christmas? Hamish is excited for Christmas. He's come straight from his second job as a shopping
Come
mall
straight from my
Santa.
penis.
Yes.
Because
hey
of how
now.
excited I am.
It's going to be a white
It's an
Christmas.
elf with ideas above your station.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What are you doing for Christmas?
Well, the girlfriend's meeting the parents.
Oh.
First time.
Oh, I met your girlfriend at Sam Rhodes Comedy Explosion. There was no explosion that night. It was cancelled.
Was she doing stand-up now?
No,
No, she just came to watch.
Oh, right.
She doesn't-
You were there.
she doesn't come to the
performing.
good ones. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she wants to see you at your lowest, and sort of, you know what I mean. So you're going. Your girlfriend's coming to yours for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the family dynamic like? Are your parents together or divorced? Or
They're together.
They're together.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just usually. I did a gig last night and everyone's parents were divorced. There was 5 acts and everyone's parents were.
What were they all talking about it on stage? Or was this in the green room
It
chat?
just became like a running joke.
Mm.
Like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm also a child of divorce.
When did your parents separate?
I was 10.
Oh,
Yeah, I took it
Nice.
badly.
Yeah, that's a bad
I
age.
took it badly. Well, there's a thing that they say that the middle child takes it the worst for some reason. I don't know what that is.
I was like 4 the first one, so I didn't really
Don't
notice.
remember. That's good.
But then the second one was 16, and I was too angsty and teeny to give a fuck either. I was like, who gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
there's a sweet
Should have
spot there.
fucking left him fucking 10 years ago, bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
You can do better, mom. There is a sweet spot there where where it fucks you up. I think it's about 10.
Well, maybe
8,
the
9,
oldest
10.
has suddenly got a job to do, they've got to look after those
You're
two.
the man of the
Yeah, they
house
gotta-
now.
And the
Fuck the
youngest
mother.
barely
Yeah.
knew.
Someone has to fuck your mother. I mean, that's what my dad said. He's like, right, son, you're the man of the house now. You have to look after your mother, if you know what I'm saying. Here's some tips. But he just has like a book written about how to get Kama Sutra type thing. But I took it badly. And then my little brother, he's fine. No mental health issues. Well adjusted. Has his own business. He's 26. But he was too young to remember any of it. So me and my older brother now would be a bit topsy-turvy from the shoulders up. But I think that's just because we were, But I went to a children's psychiatric hospital for like 6 months. Did I tell you that before? No.
Yeah, I think
At
so.
the time,
Wait,
or-
at
It
the
was-
time.
At the time, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you went that early. I, knew
I
you
went in my 20s.
Yeah.
I did like a summer in St. John
reunion.
of God's. Yeah, I did like
Is
an
it called St. John of God's here as well? They have that in
Is there
Australia.
one in Australia? Maybe it's like a
My mum was
franchise.
there. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Weird gap here.
it's a weird gap year. Yeah. No, I did it when I was I think I was 10. I was in there for like 3 months, and
Wow.
it was just in this big. It was in like a big manor that was like in an estate. It was
We-
weird.
This is like, it's just imagining you in like those like the inmate fucking things. You're just like all drugged out. They're
oh,
just
like a straitjacket.
Yeah, like
Wasn't
fucking,
a straitjacket when I was in it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm
easy to
picturing
do.
like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Right. Yeah.
Like your what's his name? Fucking trying to convince the big Native American.
Oh, the big
to throw
Hmong. There was it's this big thing, but there's only like 4 of us in the house. It was weird. It was like me and 3 other. One guy was a mute, didn't speak at all. It was weird.
Maybe he just didn't like you.
Maybe he just didn't like me. Maybe he didn't. There's another guy who was older. He wasn't allowed to come swimming because he tried to drown himself one day. It's hilarious stuff, really. But yeah, it was good times.
How do you try to drown yourself? Like you just like. What, you just keep swimming towards the bottom?
If you're a stupid kid, you think maybe that's a way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just was like, he probably, I don't know. I'd love to know how he did try and kill himself. And then one night he went crazy and had to like lock everyone in the room. It's like, it's fine, he'll calm down.
And then
he punched a hole in the wall. And
Ooh.
yeah, it was
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, it was
You
good
went
times,
to
man.
Yeah.
But prior to that, they put me in like an actual children's hospital because I thought I was going to like kill myself. I wasn't going to, but I was.
Can I just say, like, yeah, it's. I love how you're like, you kind of blame your parent. You're like, I'm fucked up because my parents got divorced. But also, most kids don't try to kill themselves when they're
No.
with their parents.
No.
So there's something else going on as well.
I took it like a fucking.
There's-
I was the wife.
yeah.
I took it like
There
No.
was some other shit going on. For
No,
sure.
I wouldn't blame my parents now for it.
No, I didn't mean it
It's
like that.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
meant
yeah.
like you're like, oh yeah, I was fucked up from the being divorced when I was 10. But it's like, no, most kids.
Most
that's
kids-
like that's the next level.
Well, I was
fucking-
like a drama queen, like, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Total drama queen. I used
Yeah.
it to like get out of school for a year, didn't go to school for a year.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I can't leave the house.
Oh,
I'm so
wow.
grief stricken. I just can't. And then I just didn't go to school. And then it was
Wait,
good,
so what
it was
did you
good
just have
time.
to go back a year? Like when you went back, or did you just skip a year?
I
Or-
just basically I did sort of school in the
home.
nut house in the home,
yeah,
and then that was only for like 3 months.
nut house.
And then in the nut house, that's what I call my asshole. Anyway, so you're not exactly now a well-adjusted.
No.
You've got 4 cans of what's that 1664 Kronenberg.
For some reason, the numbers are bigger on the can than the name.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's terrible branding. So how is tonight gonna end now? Like if this is
You gigging?
2:00,
Yeah.
Where are you gigging?
Enemo.
Nice.
is that how you pronounce it? Inamo. It's a Japanese.
It's I don't know. It's not like a real Japanese word or anything. So I think you do what you like.
What do you mean on stage? Oh, do you like with the name?
If it's not an authentic Japanese
Right.
place, anything goes. Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Inamo. Yeah, because I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think any Japanese people work there, do they?
No.
Yeah.
No. Have you seen this Hidehito kid?
No.
He's a Japanese comedian. He sumo wrestles, and he wears his sumo wrestling clothes on stage. Yeah. It's kind of gross, but he's kind of it works out because he's Japanese, but he's kind of hairless. Because they're kind of like those hairless cats. You know those ones?
Okay,
that-
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it's fine. It's not like he's like if I was to wear a sumo outfit now, that wouldn't end well. So do you have a gig now tonight? Are you not going to be half
No, it'll
cut
be
by the time?
fine. No,
You've got a good tolerance. Then.
yeah, sensible tolerance.
Okay.
I've built up
Yeah.
through practice.
Yes,
Uh,
that's actually true. I
So-
never. Yeah, because it was back in the poster days. Would you hit it hard now with Peacock?
yeah.
Is he one of your kind of your running mate? Yeah.
Well, he's like
Actually, he's not running anywhere. I gotta stop making
yeah,
fat jokes.
and
but-
occasionally unfriendly, but yeah. Other than that,
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm. And you were, correct me if I'm wrong, a nanny.
Yes.
Yes. How the fuck did you land that?
Well, no, a friend of my parents was, yeah, their nanny didn't turn up one day.
Right.
And my mum said, well, I've got a useless person lying around the house.
Right.
And he's alive.
Yes.
Maybe he could keep the,
You keep an eye on the kid. Just one kid.
Yeah.
And did you ever drink on the job?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could bleep it. Yeah, it's for legal reasons. You're not still doing it, are you?
No.
No. Okay.
So, yeah, occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a
Well,
little
that's-
bit before.
You're a high functioning alcoholic. You know what I mean? Take a sip of that now. But so what are you doing now? Speed. What do you do now?
No, there's too much belly. I need to get back on the speed.
That's
actually.
not. Oh yeah, get back on the speed.
Now I'm game development,
Oh okay, all right, okay.
Yo,
Like
what's
computer
that?
games.
video games.
Really? You're working in... Oh, I didn't know that.
Do you have a degree in that or something?
Oh, no, oh, you do it on your own.
I
Or
do it on my own.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Two very unprofitable art forms. I thought that's
Game development.
focusing
And,
on
well,
that.
what's your game?
The one I'm working on at the moment is it's like a records bureau in the sky, and you've been locked up there, and you're trying to fill out your release forms.
Right.
Oh, is it kind of like that, there's that game where you're like, you're checking passports?
Papers, please.
Yeah. Is it kind of like that?
No, but
No.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be
but I just
part
mean
of
where it's
reference.
like that style, or like...
Yeah, and there's a Douglas Adams text adventure called Bureaucracy from back in the day, where you're just trying to fill out your you're trying to change your address at the bank,
Right.
and your heart rate keeps going up every time you type something in and it doesn't understand it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd be terrible at that passport game because I just see someone's passport and if they looked a certain way, I'd be like, no, you're not getting in here. You know what I mean? I'd be terrible at that game. Did you ever play? I remember. Did you ever play like the GoldenEye, the James Bond games?
A little bit, yeah.
There used to be this level on one of the James Bond games where you had to play. It was fucking retarded because the game is for kids, but there was a mission in the game where you had to play poker, and you couldn't I couldn't wrap my fucking head around how to play blackjack, and this is like before the internet, so you couldn't even really find out how to play.
Whether or not
Do you
it
know
was
how to play
poker or
poker?
blackjack. Yeah.
You do?
Mm.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like it's an emasculating thing if you don't know how to play poker.
You'd pick it up pretty quickly if someone just...
Yeah.
There's
Kind
not
of
that
like
many.
AIDS
Huh?
a little bit. You know what I mean?
What's that?
You can pick that up pretty quickly as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't. I'm not I can't bleed a radiator. I can't play poker. I don't know how to make a woman come. You know what I mean? I just don't. I just don't know how to do these things. But you're working in game development now, and you're doing stand up, and you're an alcoholic. Oh, you're off the drugs.
No.
No,
No.
you're not off the drugs.
Why would I?
What's
go
your drug
for
of choice now? It'd be speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Sometimes would be. You know what I mean? You were in one room and your jaw was in the other. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing a set in the thing in the basement, and your jaw was
Would you
in the
say
set
you had a
upstairs.
need for speed?
Hey now, yes.
That was professionalism, though. I'd maybe
No, I'm not
underslept
complaining.
the night before.
Yeah.
Just a little. Yeah.
I remember that actually. Yeah, you were like something that was like a vicious circle of like, oh, I didn't go to sleep, so I have no energy. So I took speed, so I had energy, and then I didn't sleep because I took speed, and then I woke up the next day. I was tired, so I took speed to have energy. How old are you?
33.
Okay, all right. You look great for 33.
Thank you.
Considering how you treat your body, you look fantastic for 33.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah. So what age now did you start fucking all this nonsense? Like start drinking?
15.
Okay, that's
Good
all right.
age.
That's not, you know.
Yeah.
I would have thought you were going to be like in the womb. You know what I mean? But no, that's very presumptuous. No, I've been a bit. I'm losing weight. I'm looking after myself. Right? Can you tell I've lost a bit of weight? No,
No,
okay,
not yet.
That's not very nice. I thought you'd be like, yeah, Rob, you're glowing. You know.
I've seen you fatter.
You have seen me
Yeah.
fatter. You have, and but I had to get my prostate checked the other day, and that's not a gay thing. I never got my prostate. Have you ever gotten your
Yeah.
prostate
No.
checked?
No, you don't have to till you're like 40.
No, this is the thing.
But you
right? 'Cause
wanted
I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, I feel, Doc,
Yeah.
I feel like there's something
You just
in
asked the
there.
homeless guy.
I bribed the doctor to do it. I just like, dude, I can't.
Maybe
I
it's
can't
easier
reach
to
it.
get into young. Like the longer you wait without.
I know. So I went because I have this like reoccurring thing. We thought it was a UTI. It's not. I thought it was kidney stones, not kidney stones. Thought it was something else. Took antibiotics and it's not. And then he was like, "Oh, you might have prostatitis, which is an enlargement of the prostate, an inflammation of the prostate." So he's like, "I'm gonna have to check your prostate."
An embiggening of the.
Yes, and I was
Gooey
like,
bit.
no, not my prostate. I don't want you to check that. You know, I already have my pants around my ankles. But yeah, I went to.
I feel like you intentionally like just did things to to inflame your prostate. to get-
sort of to provoke him to check it. It's like, it could be your prostate. Yes, that's what I think it is. You must check it now.
You're wearing your prostate t-shirt. And
Yes,
everything.
exactly. Yeah. So I had to lie down on a table and then face the wall in the fetal position. So I had to have my knees in my chest. And then he was like,
It's the gayest possible way.
it is very gay.
It's like
Yeah. I had to put his cock in my mouth and it was crazy.
Fetal
Like,
position is gay.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
children start gay and men.
Yeah, men stand and bend over
yeah.
and hang on and grip the table.
That's what I thought it was. I
Yeah,
thought you leant and you kind of leant against something and then he
yeah,
came
and
up
you
behind
push
you.
back. You can't
yeah,
push
you
back
push
in
back,
the fetal position.
But
I had heard
I
that.
thought he was going to come up behind me
Changed it.
and do that and then kind of like whisper something in my ear to kind of, you know what I mean? But no,
loosen you up.
yeah, so I lay down.
Yeah.
I lay down and you're like,
Here comes Santa
yeah, here comes Santa.
down the chimney.
Here's your stocking filler. But
Really forcing in the Christmas theme to this episode
Yeah.
wherever you
Yeah.
can.
down the chimney. Good God. But the
in the stocking.
in the stocking, yes. Something. But so then I had to lie in the fetal position like this, facing the wall, and then my knees at my stomach, and then he put like this really cold gel on the rim, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, he went in there with like he was trying to find his keys. Like he went in there. It was not enjoyable in the slightest. He was like, yeah, you should be used to this, you faggot. No, he got right in there, and then like he kept doing this, like
he's
swishing his
checking the shelf.
finger, is checking the shelf, yeah.
Yeah.
But at no point did it feel good. I was like, is this what getting fucked in the ass feels like? Because if it is, I'm not into it.
But he didn't. You need foreplay, surely.
You do need He didn't. Yeah, he should have
Yeah.
eaten me out a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah,
and kind
talk
of,
dirty to you.
Get some poppers out the drawer.
Be
I was
like-
lying there, I was like, don't bother with the
He's
gloves.
Like, he's like, does it hurt when you pee?
Yeah.
And he's like, does it hurt when I do this?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
pinching your balls.
Yeah. You know the Louis bit where he's like, what are you testing? Just what you'll let me do. So he's doing that, and this is the most hilarious part.
2 fingers?
What?
2 fingers?
2 fingers. He's like, actually no, was it one? No, 1 finger. Sorry. So he's like
Fuck,
this.
middle finger to get
the
it
middle
up.
finger. Yeah, he's like, fuck you. No, he went in with this finger, I think, but he was like this. Yeah, he was like trying to, get something out of like change out from a couch or something, you know. And I think he found a bit of change up there.
Yeah.
A few. Anyway, so he did that, and then he said, and then he was like, all right, there's a little bit of tissue there to sort of wipe the gel from your asshole. But then he just did it for me, which was the weirdest part.
Wait, he wiped your ass?
He wiped my ass, yeah.
Was there a pause? Like if you'd moved faster.
Which is just mental. It's absolutely Fucking mental.
Well, no, I think if he made you wipe your own ass, you might feel a little bit dirty.
I think he
you know
looked at
what
me and was
I
like,
mean?
this guy doesn't know how to wipe his ass. So I'm going to have to do it for him.
Yeah, you probably pulled down your, like, when you first started, you had to wipe the shit away.
Yeah, he had to shave my asshole.
Did he say you could wipe the...
Well, he just said, okay, I'll leave a bit of tissue there, you can wipe your ass. And then before I could know it,
as he's
he
doing
just,
it.
like a baby, just went like that, wipe my ass.
Wow.
And I was like, thank you very much. I was like, do I have to pay extra for that or whatever? So then, he checked my prostate. It wasn't enjoyable in the slightest. I have a newfound respect for men who do get fucked in the ass.
And did you...
Huh?
Was there a prostate?
I thought I was going to come, but not in like a... It felt like it was like something was going to come out of my dick. I didn't know what it was, but my dad listens to this. But the I thought there was like pressure, like was like...
That's
That was Hamish, Dad. It wasn't me.
I don't know why I had to say that. I'm like, it just can't. I just have to say
He might
this.
be gay. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, I thought I was gonna jizz, but not in like in a pleasurable way. It would have been like a sort, yeah. But yeah, so then he pulled it out, and then he was like, right, well, he gave me other antibiotics to see if it was a thing called urethritis, which is inflammation of the
urethra.
So if that doesn't clear up, I'm gonna have to go and
have
get
more
my
sexy
prostate
procedures. Right.
checked again, and then
But he said there was no swelling in the prostate.
he said it was swelling. He's like,
Oh, it was
you have a
swelling.
prostate that would like an older man would have.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's not good. But the enlarged, is that because I hadn't jerked off for a few days? So is an enlarged prostate just because there's a bit of a backup
Nah.
there?
It doesn't work like it doesn't back
But what's
up.
in the prostate then?
Huh? The semen.
The seminal.
It creates the semen, right?
Does it?
Yeah. That's
like a
what
little
it picks
sweatshop
up,
for the semen.
sperm picks up the semen on the way. It's like the bus.
Hop in.
It gets on the bus.
They haven't tapped their
Fly
oyster card.
through. What, and the
oyster
balls
card?
are just there for ballast. That's to like aid you swinging into the balls have no
Sperm.
function.
Sperm and semen are separate things.
Yeah.
And pee is in the balls as well.
I could be wrong, but I thought that's what it was.
The sperm is in your balls.
Yeah.
And then the semen fluids.
Right.
I was gonna say seminal fluid, but that seminal is like it means something different.
We can look this up.
We can look it up.
Yeah.
So but it's better to just make it up. So there's sperm in the balls, and then the prostate there's seminal fluids, and
Maybe
then when you jerk off,
Prostate's just compressed air. And
yes, it's like
squeeze it a
wah,
bit
wah,
and
like
it-
one of those like
I was exactly right. You
What?
don't look at me like I'm dumb. All right, semen
What?
production, and it surrounds and it helps. I don't know what it helps with urination. I guess it plays a role in maintaining fertility in sexually mature men.
Ooh.
Nice.
by allowing them.
Should
to
we all check each
ejaculate
other's
as
prostate?
well.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who's got
I've
the biggest prostate?
I've got an uncle who has prostate cancer at the moment. I think they had to take out his prostate
Yeah,
or
well, they
take
can-
away some of it. Which doesn't
Yeah, they
sound-
usually take away some. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
ideal.
you'd be
But there's-
heartbroken.
There's some crazy. I was making videos for a company. They have like these lasers now that like
So do Israel.
can shoot like through your flesh, right? And it's like the way that like a microfine glass can like create like a small point
And you
like
can
set
kill
something on
ants and
fire.
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
basically using like lasers doing that, so it like goes through your flesh and can just pinpoint the cancer in your prostate and burn it
Oh.
away.
Yeah, that beats fucking going in. I don't know how they would get if it's into the arse if you're getting it.
Well, they do it through the arse still.
They do it through the arse.
Yeah, so it goes through the arse and then it's like a laser and then it's-
Oh wow, I
yeah,
wonder what that feels like. I've never wanted prostate cancer more in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, because I have a kidney with kidney stones, I can do it without going in with some like
Vibration.
Yeah, it's
vibration
a,
or something.
yeah.
Good vibrations. Have you have any health? What's your like worst health problem that you've gone through?
I've had MRSA.
Oh,
What's
I've had
that?
that as well.
Mm.
Yeah, how did you catch that?
Well, it was someone's very
My
unhealthy,
really small
flat.
asshole. Is
Yes.
that what that's
Yeah.
I was sitting there just trying to think what did I
MRSA,
say for?
And I
mentally
used-
retarded sexual
Assault.
That's the name of the episode.
Men's rights, sexual.
Men's rights, something. Yes,
men's right to sexual assault. We have a
Exactly.
right.
Yeah. It's
assault.
It's in the Constitution.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they call it MRSA in the business, I think.
I think in America.
Okay.
Don't they? I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you catch that?
Off a friend who lived in an absolute tip.
A trans.
A friend.
Oh, a friend. I thought you said off a trans. I was like,
Off a
Jesus,
trans.
Ed. Can't say off a trans.
I was just near a trans.
Yeah. How did you catch it off a housemate then?
Well, I think there was a lot of it just generally in his flat, and I had at the time I'd have like what I call like blisters on my foot, and I'd like get a needle and like drain it
And he was
all
fucking
out.
your feet.
Yeah.
And,
And he kind of sucked out the contents of the blister.
could well be how it got in.
Yeah. Why'd you have blisters on your fucking feet?
Well, if you just walk for a while.
Yeah, if you're on speed walking around London, you
Yeah,
get
this
Hey.
is speed thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, the healthcare system. What did you think of your man shooting the CEO?
Oh, big fan. Yeah.
You're a big fan. Yeah. The more I read into it, the more I'm like, fucking, yeah. Get
Do you
Luigi
think
off.
That was actually
You know what I'm saying?
the guy, though. I know. I think that's a CIA
But it
plant.
doesn't-
I don't
yeah,
think
it
it matters
achieve
what
it.
happens
Like,
to
it
that
doesn't-
guy.
It doesn't do anything.
What?
It's just gonna it just means all these CEOs are gonna spend millions of dollars on security now,
They were.
which is gonna be. No, but he was walking alone. No, but I mean, it's gonna be more of a thing.
So like a job
And then-
creation.
He,
Creates
yeah, but then
jobs.
who's paying for that? The customers
The
who are paying
CEOs.
too much. No.
Yeah.
They're just it's like, but like what? So what do people just?
The customers are already paying as much as they possibly can. So we're just eating into
that's a
the
very
CEO
interesting.
profits.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
As much as they can get away with charging them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're kind of making a whole show of the whole thing because I don't know if you saw the photos of him going into court there. I think it was yesterday, and they have literally about people were saying that it looks like something out of like a superhero movie when they capture like Loki or whatever, and there's like 20 police and the army, and then like the mayor of New York is behind them. And it's just like they're trying to make like this big fucking.
So they have a big purpose-built glass prison for him.
Yeah,
to, like,
exactly. Like
monologue
it's
at
in,
them.
like in Skyfall. Yeah, like fucking Javier Bardem in Skyfall.
and Loki. I think there was like
He's in a
4
glass thing as
films,
well.
yeah.
A glass cage of emotion. Anchorman. Milk was a bad choice. Yeah. You've never seen Anchorman?
I have,
You have.
like once. Sure.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, because I would be quite pro Luigi Mangione now, but he's in. I saw today that he's in the same prison as P Diddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Does the P stand for prostate in Diddy?
Prostate Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But I saw that and I thought, fucking Christmas has come early for Diddy. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't know if you heard that Diddy rapes men as well as.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty younger men though, right?
Yeah, they think he might have chanced his arm with Justin Bieber, but whether that happens or not, believe all women. I don't know where I was. I don't know where I was going with that, Ed. But so you're working as a game developer now. So what did you do in college? Was it?
I failed a degree in economics and then I failed psychology.
You failed a degree in economics.
Mm-hmm.
So what? You just didn't.
Yeah, if you
study
don't
for it,
turn
or
up
was-
to the exams.
You didn't turn up to the exams,
yeah.
right, okay.
Do you fail exams you don't turn up to? Yeah, and that's a
Yeah.
philosophical question that they weren't happy with in economics.
Yeah, I studied sound engineering for a year after I dropped out of our college, and I spent like $3,000 on it, and then the day of the final exam, where it was like a practical exam where I had to go in by myself with like the tutors watching and scoring, and I had to go in and record a song with this band and do all this sort of stuff. And I went to do it, and then I just had a panic attack and just sat in a cafe nearby, and I just didn't do the exam.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were like, "Well, you're not getting your degree," and I was like, "That's fine by me." $3,500 down the drain, just because I just couldn't. I was just like, you know what? Nah, not doing this.
You've got all the skills. You operated that box just
I
fine.
did, yeah. I know how to operate a box, Ed. I'll tell you that much. So then you
Doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't. No, I just box vagina. I don't know.
This would have been your whole practical as well. It would have been mainly gay jokes throughout. And you were like, you can't submit. It doesn't matter that you came in here and did this rather than having a panic attack.
Yeah, no, you'd be surprised how little I know about mixing and sound desks and stuff for someone who studied it for a year. But so then you did philosophy. No, what? Psychology, right? Yes. And then for how long?
About 2 terms. They were much more on the ball.
Right.
This wasn't going to work out for me that time.
So do you have a degree in psychology then?
No.
Yeah, he failed.
No, I thought you failed economics.
I failed both.
Oh, you failed both. So then you didn't.
No,
you don't have a degree in anything.
Yeah, well, they said you can restart the degree if you want. And I was like, no, I can. I've tracked the pattern. This isn't gonna.
Right. Okay. So then you just went straight into
nothing for ages and ages.
For ages.
Yeah.
Like literally, you didn't work for.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, you were saying something before I came here about ray gun.
Oh yeah. So you remember Ray Gun?
No.
So the Australian breakdancer who humiliated Australia at the Olympics.
Okay.
You didn't see this?
No,
It's big news at the time. She's very bad at breakdancing, basically.
Okay.
It almost seems like a prank how bad she is at breakdancing.
When I saw it, I thought she should have been. There's a mix-up. She should have been in the Special Olympics. So
Yeah, like it's literally that bad.
Yeah.
Like, and so there was all this thing like where it was like, oh, she had like kind of cheated her way in somehow, but all that's like kind of relevant.
Oh, like she blew her way in, like it was.
Well, no. It's like the organization, the Ballet Association of Australia, was supposed to find the breakdancers, and her husband is part of that organization. Something like there's connections. So it's like,
okay, a bit of nepotism.
basically, like she won the competition that was the Olympic qualifier, but most of breakdancing in Australia was not notified that the competition was on, so she didn't really have to beat anyone good.
Okay, all right, okay.
Did she do the same sort of crap in the tryouts?
I would imagine so. She's not good.
Maybe not, but maybe she like fell out with her dad or something, and was like, okay, well, I can really embarrass.
Okay, well maybe. There's no footage from that. I don't think.
No.
But I think it's the consensus is she's not good.
Yeah. So then what? So then now.
So my friend Steph Broadbridge, comedian in Sydney, was making a Ray Gun the musical.
Oh.
And I think had like all cast, like all comedians from Sydney and stuff, and they were going to do it in this bar show, which is Magic Mike, which is like it's like the equivalent of like City Comedy Club here kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think they sold like 70 tickets, and they were going to donate that money to like a woman's like abuse, like to
a battered woman shelter or something.
Who gives a fuck? But they were pretending to do something nice with the money.
To the women who can't take a punch shelter.
Yeah. the cunts who deserve it.
Just take one boxing class. Just take one. Just learn how to fucking slip and throw a jab and fucking.
Ray Gun's lawyers the night before the show message this comedy club being like, you got to take this down, you got to stop this. And she got her kangaroo dance, which is her just going like this. She copyrighted it so that you can't use my image and all this, which is complete bullshit.
And they're using the name Ray
Australia,
Gun.
yeah. But you're allowed to do that. There's no.
Okay, all right.
They just didn't want to have to fight it, but
yeah.
And then the lawyers are like, and you got to pay us $10,000 for the legal fees.
Yeah.
And this just like massively backfired on Ray Gun. Like the news was all negative towards her, like just basically it like just ruined her reputation because she was like kind of becoming this like weird celebrity in Australia.
Right, okay.
It was like the kind of person
yeah.
Well no, like where like it's like they'd put you on the I'm a celebrity kind of shit. That kind of level of celebrity.
I'm a retard, get me out of here.
And so everyone hated her, and then she put up these 2 like apologies which are like so bullshit. But eventually basically they came to agreement, and they're like they're doing the musical now. But it's completely fucked, like this Ray Gun lady's like reputation.
And is she going to be in it?
No, that's the thing. Well, that's what she was saying. She's like, oh, people thought I had something to do with this, and it's ruined, my reputation. It's like, no.
What reputation?
Exactly.
It was already in the fucking...
You're a clown.
Yeah, you are a clown.
Yeah.
Is she a professional breakdancer? Is that her job?
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it's like, no, there were, like, it was only in the... It's not even going to be in the Olympics. They were doing like an exhibition thing in the Olympics. It wasn't an official sport yet, and I don't think because of that shit. I think it's part of the reason they're probably not going to do it in the next Olympics.
Yeah, every Olympics, I think they throw in a random sport just to for
They
the
used
first
to.
time.
Whichever country had it used to be able to add one
Yeah,
that time, which seemed like a good rule. Like, okay, they can get a free medal in their pointless.
exactly. Yeah. So I think where was
Hoopla.
it Paris this year? I think they had midget throwing,
Yeah.
which was great.
Yeah.
I feel like
That was great. That's definitely going to be in
that's
forever.
definitely going to be in it, yeah. But I saw a midget the other day, right? I swear to God, it was about that tall, the height of the desk.
It's a child.
No, it was a midget. It had tits, right? It had
It's a fat kid.
tits. No, it wasn't a fat kid. It was a midget woman who was about whatever that is, 3 foot.
Hmm.
She had 3 feet, but
Yeah, they're pretty small. That's like the whole thing.
No. There's midget, and then there was whatever the fuck this was. I don't know. I was like, fucking.
Maybe it was a gnome.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't. No, maybe it was one of Santa's elves. Fucking going out for a fucking smoke break.
Yeah,
It was.
Are you saying they need a different they need a different classification because
Well,
this
yeah, I
was
was
too
like-
small for? You're like, this is too small to be a midget.
What the fuck is that? What the
Everyone-
fuck is that? Screaming at it like, someone kill it. Stare at a newspaper. Just fucking go back to the hole you crawled out of. There's children around here. No, it was just there. Keep calling it it. It was a woman.
It's just that.
It was just there. But like it was at a height where it was dangerous. Like I'm not saying that you could step on it, but like in a crowd,
You could trip on it.
it could get fucking knocked over.
He's saying it needs to wear like high vis,
It needs to wear fucking
or it needs to
stilts.
wear. It needs to wear a traffic cone.
Motorized
It needs to wear
pram.
a traffic cone. Yeah,
Oh.
it needs to wrap itself in like a luminous sort of material because it was insane. But like she kind of looked like a whore a little bit. Like she had big tits and she kind of like her makeup was all like slutty and stuff. And I was
Wow.
like, who is like? Do you know what I mean? Because she's going to fuck.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But you can't like imagine you're dating her. And you bring it to the pub. All right, lads, this is fucking.
Yeah, that's the tough
This
thing.
is Sinead. You know what I mean?
Because you see that like there's always stories of like this 7-foot guy is dating like a 3-foot woman, and then the comments will be like, this guy's definitely a pedophile. He's just fucking her because he
Yeah.
can get away. It's like, but yeah, she's an adult. What, she doesn't get to fuck anyone. She doesn't get to date
Exactly.
anyone.
Yeah. She's the
Because
same
people-
size as his dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
She could
like-
just swing off it like fucking Tarzan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's still going to be people with niche interest in that thing.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
should probably move around and hit more of those people rather than
Hit-
being
wait,
in
what?
committed relationships.
I'm
Oh,
saying you should hit women.
wait, you're saying
no, the women should hit more of the men
Okay. All right.
because if you're looking for that, then a regular sized midget is going to be way too tall for you.
Yeah, I think that there's women like tall men, but then at some point it stops and it just becomes a thing of like, what the fuck is that? Because I think the tallest man in the world was a Japanese guy.
yeah.
He was fucking a tall glass of water. I think he was 7'3" or 7'4" or something, which is mental. Then he died because it's like,
Yeah, because there's a disorder that people get
Yeah.
where they're that tall, and then there's actual freaks who are actually 7 foot, like who are just normal, like like the mountain guy, like from Game of Thrones, who's like the strong.
oh
man.
yeah, he's
because
big.
he's around. I think he's almost 7 foot. I think
Yeah.
he's very tall. Like
Yeah.
he's very definitely high 6.
But that guy's like 7. But yeah, like he had health problems because like
Because
circulation.
it just like
like,
stretches them out.
yeah, and the
they look
blood
like
fucking-
they look like they've gone through the fucking chocolate funnels at Willy Wonka's factory.
Right, yeah, look, they've been stretched out with one of those medieval torture devices. But I saw him beside. They
Yeah,
have
that's
a
what
photo.
they call my cock.
What a medieval torture
Getting
device.
stretched out.
Nice.
You've never been stretched out by a medieval torture device?
That's what they call my jokes. I think that's what Steve Bennett said in his review of me.
Yeah.
He's like, his act is like a medieval torture device. What was I going to say there? I saw a photo of the tallest man, the Japanese guy, and then beside him was the world's smallest person. And I just thought, why don't you give some of your legs to him? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's possible. But they
It's
have
not.
no. Is it not possible? No.
no, to just so.
Ah, there goes
Onto
my
the-
fucking $1 million idea. Just fucking donate legs for the dwarfs. But they do a thing where you can
Yeah, you can.
you break your leg
Yeah.
and then they pull it out, and then
they put other people's legs.
and they
in
put
the middle.
they put little dwarves in your legs, put them to work. Do you ever get this? There's a thing called did you get this when you were young? It's called like Oscar Schell's condition or something. It's when it's like shin splints basically.
Yeah.
And or I think it's like something with. Or do you remember growing pains?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? You didn't get growing pains.
No.
Were you drunk?
Were you just on speed for the moment you were
I
born?
don't remember this. What, like it just physically hurt? I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I'm
don't
familiar
remember
with the
that?
expression.
Physically hurt.
This is
No, that's very, very normal.
You'd be lying in
Okay.
bed and your legs would be in pain. You'd be like writhing in pain, and it's your legs basically fucking growing like.
That's not normal. No,
No, that is
it's
normal.
definitely
Just 'cause
normal.
that happened to both of you, that doesn't mean.
I think just you're
Do I
abnormal.
need to get Google out again?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's you Google this. That can't. What?
Yeah, your legs.
No,
fucking, well, how do you think children grow?
Just slowly. With a
That's
nice
obviously going to
pace.
hurt. Like the bone, fucking. I don't know what the process is. Listen, I don't know
Doesn't
much.
hurt to, like,
Growing
grow
pains are a
skin.
common cause of recurring pain in children, usually affecting the legs. Aching or throbbing pain in the legs, typically
Okay.
in the calf, behind the knee, or in the front of the thigh.
That doesn't mean it's common though. That's like okay. Of
The
children,
word common literally means common.
Yeah.
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 If the sentence said all common people should be rounded up and killed, that doesn't mean that you're right either.
Okay.
So
So far, a very bad
in
argument.
children
Yeah. A weak argument.
in children with recurring pains, the most common cause is
Hold
growing
on. No.
pains.
Oh.
Mm.
It's a common cause of okay. So you're saying it's only common in children that have recurring pain in
Yeah.
general. So children that don't have any recurring pain.
Yeah, most children.
Okay, let's
who
look
are
up
like-
how common
they're-
is
they're
it for
screaming, but it's
children
about
to not
other-
have recurring pain?
Yeah. You're basically saying like bitchy soft kids
yeah.
can't hack the pain of
Apparently, yeah.
can't hack the pain of growing.
Do you know what it is? I think you came out this size.
I think you did.
yeah.
And you killed your mother in the process.
Yeah.
But
She was more like,
was-
and you
Yes.
kind of just like.
your mother's. I'm cutting that out. I am cutting that out. I couldn't. There's no way. Absolutely no way. That's being left in. Holy smokes. Anyway, so the boy that you were the nanny for.
Okay. Wow, we're
Um,
cutting all the way back to then.
We are because it's children and whatever. And was there ever a close
Yeah.
call?
Did you ever hurt him?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any recurring pain?
And you were
Late
like,
at night.
fucking suck it up, you faggot.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
And you're just
No.
like growing pains
No, I was
aren't
actually
real.
weirdly like invested in his welfare. It was annoying.
Yeah.
I'd leave and I'd be like worrying about him for an hour. So I'm not being fucking paid for this. Why am I?
Yeah. Yeah, you know
You're
close
worried
calls.
that he was gonna dob you in. yeah.
Yeah. No close calls. The kid never went missing.
No.
Yeah. What would you do with this child?
What did we do? We
Play your bureaucracy video game.
Yeah.
we
You did speed and then pitched them all your fucking mental game
we made
ideas.
Cluedo together once.
Made Cluedo.
You can just get some paper out and make your own Cluedo.
Okay.
With speed, anything is possible.
How old was it?
8. No.
Hey, this is a poor family that couldn't afford their own Cluedo.
Who wants their own Cluedo? It's a terrible game.
Yeah, it's true.
It is. What's it like?
Although you do look like a character from Cluedo.
You do.
Like it was Ed.
Ah.
It was Ed with the fucking. What would he use?
An empty can of.
Yeah, it was.
What's What's that called again?
It was the Ed with the
Cronenberg.
fentanyl
Cronenberg.
in
Yes.
the bathroom.
It was Mr. Mulvey in the drawing room with a bottle, a can
Ketamine.
of ketamine or whatever.
With an improvised Cluedo.
Yes.
It's just
yeah.
fractal.
Monopoly. Now that's a good game.
No.
No, you don't like Monopoly.
Yeah, it's
No.
terrible.
I heard Jews love that game.
Ah.
I don't know where I'm going with that. Something anti-Semitic.
Look, Jewish.
Probably invented by Jews. Maybe.
2 days ago, someone told me I look like a white gollywog.
Ooh. Wow.
A white gollywog. Don't know if you can say that. Can you say
They're
gollywog?
called a scallywag.
A scallywag, yeah.
Now, did you guys have gollywog biscuits here?
What?
So in Australia, they had they were chocolate biscuits with little people on them. Yeah, we should get a photo of that up on the
Little chocolate biscuits.
Yeah, and then they changed them to scallywags.
Yeah, because my mom, they'd have gollywog dolls when they were younger.
Yeah, they were the dolls.
Yeah, it used to be a thing. And yeah, it was on.
Was that white people being like, we still want to own black people, but we're just going to have to... Oh
We're gonna
my
have to
God.
build our own. Whoa.
Australia is fucking amazing. Dude,
It looks delicious though. The ridges on biscuits are always quite good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Arnott's. You guys have Arnott's here.
We do have Arnott's.
Yeah. So
I
I
thought
don't
it
know
was
why
an
they didn't
Irish
do it here.
fucking-
They're like,
There's no way that flies now. Is that being sold in Australia?
no, they're
now?
called scallywags now.
They're called scallywags. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like an indigenous person with the big Aztec fucking... What's on its head?
Have they
Yeah,
changed?
those are the scallywags.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Because they're in Germany.
They're
have
actually
a-
terrible biscuits. by
they're
the
actually
way.
terrible, are they?
Yeah.
But in Germany they have a chocolate ice cream called Nogger.
Yeah, and in Sweden they're just literally just called N-word balls, and they still call it that. Like you go to a store and it's just called, can I get some?
N-word, but
Yeah.
oh no, it's actually they
You
say the N-word.
yes.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
And like, can you search that?
Oh yeah.
Holy
Oh yeah, this
shit.
is doing nothing to my algorithm. This is already.
Oh my god, my algorithm. This.
Yeah,
Holy
the
shit.
algorithm. Me and Hamish's algorithms now are it's purely just fucking racial fucking.
Here's an article: the battle of the Swedish chocolate ball. What would you choose to call it? Racist or politically correct? So this is like an article about how people don't want to change the name from
Yeah.
N-word balls. It's too long though.
During the George Floyd incident, that pickle that they got themselves in, they try to get the Nogger bar to change the name. So we're not fucking changing it. We hate black people, is what the Germans said. But it was delicious. They had gollywogs. They had we used to, I don't know if you guys had this. We used to have Troker boxes. Did you ever have them? Because it was actually, no, it's an Irish charity. They're the Troker box, and you get them in school, and it would just have a little picture of a black kid on it, with its ribs showing and flies coming out of its mouth and stuff. And you'd go around and you'd try to get people to put change in the Troker box, but then sometimes you dip into it to buy.
And you feel this was racist? It was like a caricature of a starving African child.
Well, no, it was
Big
just that,
smile.
like, you would dip into the Troker box to go buy yourself something, but that was money for the black babies in Africa. I had a friend, right, who went to Africa, right, and when he was in school, and they went to this big like hospital or an orphanage, right, and they had this whole room that was just filled with babies that had no parents. They were orphans, right. And they were all like...
It's like a buffet.
It was like a buffet. It was like a buffet. Jimmy Buffet. But they go in and there's all these kids. They're like on death's door. Like they're about to croak. And they said to him, they were like, if you want to go in there and hold one of the babies, they've never, like... They haven't been held.
Yeah, we don't want to touch them.
We don't want to touch them. Ew! Ew, are you kidding? Did you see the flies on it? So they were like, if you want to hold these babies, like they haven't really been held. And he was like, no, I don't want to. No. But now he regrets it to this day. He's like, I could have held that fucking baby, and it would have been like the only time it's really been coddled by a human. Do you know what I mean? But you know, I was gonna fucking die anyway. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, its problems are all. It doesn't matter to the baby. It is irrelevant whether or not. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lovely thing to.
Yeah. Are you gonna have children, Mr. Mulvey?
No.
You answered that very quickly.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think people should.
Yeah,
I don't.
But you're
yeah.
like an antinatalist,
Yeah.
are you? Yeah.
The success rate is so low on not fucking them up.
Yeah, I agree with you
Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
1 in
yeah.
100 or something. It's
Oh, 1 in 100 kids is
come out fine. Yeah.
as in like no mental health. Like they're just
Yeah, seem well adjusted. It's like, okay, yeah, no, you can, yeah, you should be in society.
yeah.
I think it's more than that. Yeah.
How many?
I think the people we surround ourselves with, yeah,
Are all
it may seem that
degenerates.
way.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people are like, they're pretty good.
You do see that.
Comparatively, I think, because I don't know about you, maybe you're the same as me, but I definitely gravitate towards more fucked up people.
Of course.
But most people don't do that.
Degenerates, yeah, but that's not like an actual moral failing. They're not. I mean, they're a bit of a mess, but they also tend to be quite.
But I'm saying if
other people
you worked in a corporate environment
yeah,
with all these
lovely.
people,
you can tell.
No, but they're not fucked up in the way that comedians and shit are like, you know, and I guess some of them probably.
Depends on the comedians.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hang out with them and they're fucking stiffs.
Yeah.
But because it's only when you got, like, I was at a wedding recently, and I was one of my friends got married, and you're like, yeah, all these people are like well adjusted, like, do you know what I mean? Like, their fucking jobs, you know, they're not doing any, like, they're not shitting on their own floor. Like I have, they're not friends with a homeless person. Like, I told my friends that back in Ireland, they're like, oh yeah, my friend's homeless, and they looked at me like, what are you doing with your life that you have a homeless friend? And I was like, yeah, his feet are a nightmare. He's crusty. And they were like, what? Like, it's hard to
These
paint.
are your favourite qualities about your friends.
And then in their head, they're like, I thought the comedy was going well. But he's, like, do you know what I mean?
that does mean it's going well.
All right, guys, that was Ed Mulvey. You can follow Ed on Instagram at MulveyEd. Apart from that, rate the podcast on Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the video on YouTube. You fucking cunts. To continue listening to this episode, you can go over to the Patreon for €3.50 a month, or if you just want to support the pod, you don't have to listen to the shit. If you want to support it, that would be great. What else? It's Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Now that you're listening to this, what a way to spend Christmas Eve, listening to us say those naughty things. I hope you have a great Christmas. I do. And thank you for the support and coming along on this journey. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good Christmas. I love you all. Bye.